This is Old School Oliver John, two-time APW Universal Heavyweight Champion. And I'm making my return back to the world-famous APW Garage in Hayward, California to take on one of the boot camp's top graduates, Allan Michaels. I hear a lot of good things about Allan, that he's young, eager, hungry, and wants to learn the sport of professional wrestling. He took on Colt Cabana recently, and Colt said he's a hell of an athlete, but he's got a lot to learn. And Allan, I might have respect for you as a young man breaking into this business, but you're about to face Old School. And it's exactly that. I'm going to be taking you to school, my man. You're going to learn. And you're going to learn the hard way. I'm not going to pull any punches. I'm going to give no quarter. I'm going to take no quarter. Believe me, I will beat you. It goes without saying, but you're going to come out a better man.
I'm all pro, and you're just an amateur. You can try as hard as you can, but you can't handle us. I'm waiting at the pit and signing autographs. I'm always in first place, you always in the back. Homie, I'm all pro, and you're just an amateur. You can try as hard as you can, but you can't handle us. I'm waiting at the pit and signing autographs. I'm always in first place, you always in the back.
APW faithful, welcome to another exciting edition of All Pro Wrestling Gym Wars. This is JJ Purdum, and alongside me, my broadcast colleague, Matthew Theall.
Greatest mind of professional wrestling one-on-one boot camp graduate Allan Michaels versus Oliver John, and we all heard of Oliver John.
That's right, the most recent graduate of the APW boot camp goes one-on-one with Old School Oliver John. Also one-on-one action as Sir Samurai and Brian Tannen meeting inside of the APW ring. The Honor Society coming to head right here at APW.
Absolutely, Brian Tannen turning on Sir Samurai during the middle of their championship opportunity. They are one-on-one today.
Also, the Worldwide Internet Championship in the main event. It's on the line as Will Rude, a former champion, takes on the three-time APW Worldwide Internet Champion, the wrestling personified Rick Luxury.
This is not the first time that these two have met for that Worldwide Internet Championship. I don't even know who's going to come out on top in the main event today on Gym Wars.
Well, APW faithful, that is what is so great. You never know. We're going to go ahead and start the action off hot and heavy with Allan Michaels taking on Old School Oliver John. It's been a while since we've seen Old School inside of an APW ring.
Allan Michaels here making his entrance. Very lucky with this opportunity today.
Making his way to the ring first from Richmond, California. Weighing in at 190 pounds, he is a graduate of the APW Boot Camp class of 2012, Allan Michaels!
And there you go, the APW faithful telling Allan Michaels what they think of him. He is a well-liked young man, so respectful. Earlier on, I offered him a soda backstage. He said no, he's trying to train, no soda. So very impressive that he's keeping up with the APW routines. And there you hear the familiar strains of some music we haven't heard in the APW Garage in quite some time.
Old School Oliver John back in the All Pro Wrestling Garage, former Universal Heavyweight Champion, leader of the association, and the owner of Victorious Miraculous World.
Here comes Old School.
And his opponent making his return to All Pro Wrestling from San Diego, California. Weighing in at 231 pounds, he is the master of the class dismissed, and he's a two-time former APW Universal Heavyweight Champion. I'm back! Old School Oliver John!
Well, the APW faithful have absolutely not forgotten Old School. Listen to the crowd just go crazy at his resurgence back here to APW.
Oliver John back in the All Pro Wrestling ring. The APW faithful are very excited. Oliver John ready to take Allan Michaels to school, as he said earlier today.
Oliver John has been on a crazy tear as of late, performing all over the United States and Japan as of late, and now returning home to APW for the first time. It's been quite some time since we've seen him in action here in the garage.
Of course, you know, Oliver John's career is well decorated here in APW. He is a two-time Universal Heavyweight Champion. He's made his mark on APW in the actions and the associations that he's made here in APW. Going over the rules here with Toby.
Well, absolutely. Not that Old School Oliver John needs to be told the rules, having performed inside of the APW ring on many occasions.
But of course, all the accolades here in APW and in the surrounding area. He's also a multiple-time champion for the NWA as well.
Absolutely, NWA Heritage Champion, and he came so very close to becoming the NWA World Heavyweight Champion. He had vaunted matches with Blue Demon Jr. that are still talked about to this day all over YouTube and all over the universe.
Allan Michaels ready for this match. This is a huge opportunity for Allan Michaels, stepping in the ring with a veteran.
And I'm so glad that you hear the bell. I'm so glad that I've kept in touch with Old School Oliver John. He still calls me for workout advice on occasion. A collar and elbow tie-up. Oh, there you go. The better of the exchange, absolutely. Little doubt there in my mind. And going to go right back to it. Collar and elbow, locking horns, and down goes Allan Michaels.
Oliver John very confident. Allan Michaels doesn't seem sure how he wants to approach this match anymore.
Well, it's going to take a moment for Allan Michaels. He hasn't had anybody like Oliver John to square off one-on-one against. And oh, hey, look at that! A cradle right out of nowhere, and it's going to be that lightning quick maneuver like that that's going to be able to give him a fighting chance.
Of course, Allan Michaels, this is just the latest in a lot of big matches that Allan Michaels has found himself in. I remember recently he went in the ring against Colt Cabana.
Absolutely had a huge opportunity, and Colt Cabana applauded him. And what an awesome, there we go. That Lamahi Strel cradle as he was able to lock the hands, not able to hold Michaels down.
Oliver John's such a veteran. A pin can come out of nowhere with that guy.
There we go. Michaels just shaking it off. A little jaw-jacking from Old School. And again, lock and horn, center of the ring, and that wrist lock now. Old School Oliver John looks he doesn't look like he's got any ring rust whatsoever. Look at that.
Michaels trying to roll his way out of this predicament. But Oliver John in full control of Allan Michaels' body.
Boom! The vicious back chop, and I felt that one here in the booth.
Oliver John screaming, "I'm back!" Very famous for those painful back chops. Nobody likes them.
Oh, man. And welcome to the professional wrestling business, Allan Michaels.
That is still stinging on the back of Allan Michaels. You can see that red handprint on his back.
Michaels, who has wrestled less than 10 times in the professional wrestling ring, having a golden opportunity against a man like Old School. Oh, man, again!
But the benefits that these huge matches are playing in Allan Michaels' career, it's like being a novice and playing on the hardest difficulty in a video game. You're going to get better every time you step in the ring.
Absolutely. Experience is getting chalked up each time that he gets inside of the ring. And that's what's been great about this young man performing right here at APW. Oh, a receipt! A back chop of his own from Allan Michaels.
Michaels standing up to Oliver John.
It's like going and stinging the bee and saying, come on. All right, look at that from behind. With the go behind, Allan Michaels able to Dutch behind. And just ties him up in the ropes. Oh! Did not see a clean break. Another vicious back chop.
Taking advantage of the opportunity Oliver John presented. Wow.
Oh, arm drag. Nicely done by Allan Michaels. And Michaels taking it right to Old School.
OJ going outside, taking a moment to himself to regroup.
Taking that powder, maybe rethinking this thing. This youngster has got a lot of fire. And he absolutely wants to prove himself inside the ring with Old School Oliver John.
When was the last time somebody with the experience of Allan Michaels stood up to Oliver John and gave him back the back chops?
Oliver John with the knee and then follows it up with another back chop. And now look at that, driving him into the ropes, Irish whip. Oh, and just levels him with a clothesline. Just almost taking the head right off of this youngster. Oh, and then dropping that knee right across the throat. Old School Oliver John with a cover. And a 2, and Michaels still showing some life.
Well, Michaels trying to fight back, but Oliver John is done with it.
And on the receiving end of those back chops, I would not want to be Allan Michaels right now. That's like playing with a beehive. Oh, that back elbow. Patented Old School. Again, goes for the cover. Lateral press. Kick out at 2.
Wow, Allan Michaels again kicking out after that flying elbow.
And with authority, again, goes for the pin. OJ trying to stop this thing. He might have gotten agitated with the back chops from Allan Michaels. Oh, vertical suplex, up and over.
Ooh, Allan Michaels suffering in a bad way here. Another cover.
Another two. Michaels looking a little worse for wear right now. But look at that, just firing away at the midsection of old school Oliver John.
There is no quitting this Allan Michaels kid.
Reversal to the, oh, and he comes off with a high cross body. One. He gets himself a 1 count.
Out of nowhere. Oh, and again. Oh, wow.
Levels him with another clothesline. Imagine if Allan Michaels was to pick up a victory. What a huge boon to this young man's career. Oh! Oh, man. He dropped that knee, and I felt every bit of it as he dropped that knee right across the face of Allan Michaels.
Full force of Oliver John's knee coming across the face, neck, and chest of Allan Michaels.
You hear the OJ crowd. There are some people that absolutely love this man. Irish whip. And just drives the back elbow a little nonchalantly to Allan Michaels. He knows he's got this thing in the bag.
It was simple. Very simple in its execution.
There he goes, Irish whip. Shoots him off. Duck under a clothesline. Allan Michaels again. Here comes Michaels. Oh, with a back elbow of his own. Michaels with an opportunity. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Ow, and old school Oliver John kicks out at the last possible moment.
Not quite enough that Allan Michaels staying on the attack, going for a vertical suplex of his own.
A vertical suplex from him. Oh, he's going to hold on. Allan Michaels holding on to it. And another one. Is he going to go for 3? 3 amigos. No, he gets blocked by old school. Oh, here he goes. Picks him up. Oh, it just brainbusters him right in the center of the ring. And Oliver John turns him over. And simple math tells you that Oliver John just picked up a win.
And your winner by pinfall in 5 minutes and 55 seconds, Old School Oliver John!
Ollie wins over Allan Michaels. The story has to be told. Allan Michaels, this young kid, showed a tremendous amount of heart, a lot of fire, but came up a little short against the tenacity, the knowledge, and the experience of old school Oliver John.
Oliver John excited to be back here in the All Pro Wrestling Garage. Allan Michaels will not do that.
And also, it's got to be said, I believe, I don't speak for you, but for myself, I'm excited because great competition keeps coming right here to APW. We're excited to have him back right here in the garage.
Old School Oliver John, congratulations and welcome back to All Pro Wrestling. Now, Oliver John, it's been a long time since you've been here in All Pro Wrestling. What brings you back?
I got the call that APW want to go back in time and take it old school. So, I'm back in the world famous APW garage, and I got to face a kid who's got guts, a kid who's got willpower, and he's been tattooed without going to the tattoo parlor, courtesy of yours truly, Old School Oliver John. That kid shows a lot of promise. Allan Michaels, you're a fighter, brother. And I'll tell you what, he was no picnic. I had to pack my lunch, man. And I had to hunker down. And for Old School to get back chopped, that raises my ire.
And Old School Oliver John, you are a former 2-time Universal Heavyweight Champion right here in All Pro Wrestling. Do you have any future ideas about returning to get championship gold?
I don't know. See, Old School ain't no spring chicken anymore. I don't hide nothing. I turned 40 years old this year. I know the ladies don't believe it. Take a look at this body. This ain't the body of a 40-year-old man. Ha. But I'm young at heart, and I've got what it takes. And history will repeat itself if you people want to see it. If you here at the APW Garage want to see it, class will be in session once again. And Old School Oliver John, he's going to play Old School Damas and make a little prediction. He wasn't the APW champion once. No, not twice. Old school Oliver John will be your APW Universal Heavyweight Champion for a third time. Signed, sealed, and delivered. Class dismissed!
You heard it right here on APW Gym Wars. Matthew Theall, old school Oliver John, makes a prediction that he will once again climb to the very top of all pro wrestling and claim the Universal Heavyweight Championship. What an incredible one-on-one contest. Allan Michaels falls to the returning old school. The Universal Heavyweight Championship steel cage match, the contract signing happens. Dylan Drake and Timothy Thatcher, Matthew.
How are these two going to be able to keep their hands off of each other in time to sign a document?
Well, time will tell, but stay tuned because it's happening on Gym Wars.
Do you have what it takes to become a pro wrestler? The APW Bootcamp Training School is accepting applicants for pro wrestlers, managers, valets, and referees. All Pro Wrestling home APW Bootcamp is where future legends are born. For the last 19 years, APW has been the leader in talent development. Top graduates include The Great Khali, Crash Holly, Spike Dudley. For your free brochure, call us at 510-785-8396.
5, 4.
If you would like to get involved behind the scenes with pro wrestling, we are looking for you. All Pro Wrestling is always on the lookout for talented interns in the areas of television production, including commentators, graphic design, and website design. We also have highly paid commission sales and marketing openings. For more information, email your qualifications and resume and tell us which area behind the scenes you'd love to be involved in. For your free brochure, call us at 510-785-8396 or visit us at www.allprowrestling.net.
APW faithful, at this time, please welcome the Commissioner of All Pro Wrestling, Larry Blackwell.
And now APW Commissioner Larry Blackwell making his way to the ring here on APW Gym Wars. We have the contract signing for the steel cage match, 20-foot high, 30-foot high, 40-foot high. The Universal Heavyweight Championship steel cage.
What's up, Gym Wars? Tonight, excuse me. Tonight we're going to see a contract signing. Tonight we're going to see a cage match for the Universal Heavyweight Championship. At this time, I would like to call the participants to the ring for the upcoming cage match. First, your challenger, the Golden Boy, Dylan Drake.
Well, no love lost between the APW faithful and the Golden Boy Dylan Drake. A complete metamorphosis, a change in this young man. 2 times he's been the APW Universal Heavyweight Championship holder, and now he attempts to gain the championship inside of a 20-foot high steel cage.
Dylan Drake. Looks good. He looks ready to go.
Well, he's dressed for success. The man looks like he's purebred. What a complete change in such. One can only assume. I'm sure he didn't get
$1,000. I know. He showed me the receipt.
Wow. Sure he didn't get it at the Men's Warehouse.
Nope.
And his opponent, your All Pro Wrestling Universal Heavyweight Champion, the British Messiah, Timothy Thatcher.
That sounds a little biased from the commissioner. All that gusto for the champion, and nothing for Dylan Drake.
Well, he's just merely introducing the champion. He introduced the challenger, the same as each of them. There was no bias there. And there you have the man in the business today, the Universal Heavyweight Championship, as he prepares for one of the most brutal matches in wrestling history, a steel cage match. And if anybody can beat Timothy Thatcher in the wrestling ring, Dylan Drake maybe has the edge over the rest of the competition, having been there 2 times previously.
Well, you need to remember the first time that Dylan Drake won the championship was in a steel cage against Oliver John.
This is true, and Oliver John, of course, who just made his return earlier on against Allan Michaels. And look at just the
Gentlemen,
calm
I'm going to
that is over
ask
the
you to
champion.
please keep this professional. We're going to sign this contract so that we can have this upcoming match. Please have a seat. Let's just be professional and get this over with.
Seems very tense.
Save it for the cage.
Well, it should be. The thing has been brewing between these two over time, and it's such an important moment in wrestling history for us to be witnessing the contract signing.
Where's the challenge?
Dylan, if you please, would you sign the contract first? Make sure everything's in order.
As he goes over the legal jargon, just making sure that he's not going to sue All Pro Wrestling, or, you know, I mean, he's putting his body on the line in an attempt to become the
Thatcher,
Universal
if you would,
Heavyweight
please.
Champion. And here we go, as the champion peruses the contract. Putting his John Henry on the dotted line. Matthew Theall, it's official.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. You will see the cage match. Timothy Thatcher will defend against the Golden Boy, Dylan Drake. Good luck, gentlemen.
All right, it's official. The steel cage match will happen as both men agree to the terms. The Universal Heavyweight Championship, steel cage, Thatcher versus Dylan Drake.
There's Dylan Drake always having words for the Thatcher.
Maybe we're going to get this thing started early.
I told you.
Oh, man! He just draped him right on the pressure stretch on the table! I can't. Wow, and he's tapping out! Is this going to be what we're going to see inside of the steel cage? As he's tapping out to the Thatcher stretch right now!
When these two men are in a steel cage, where is Dylan Drake going to go to avoid this move?
Right now, he has nowhere to go as he is locked in this thing. We have our officials, Sparky Ballard and Toby Reynolds, breaking the champion of the hold.
Timothy Thatcher making a statement loud and clear to the champion. Challenger, excuse me.
This has really heated up. The championship inside of a steel cage. Nobody can get involved. It is going to be something that we look forward to here at APW, and it's already set up to be one heck of a barn burner.
These two men are going to kill each other in that cage.
Look at the fire in the eyes of the Universal Heavyweight Champion. He means business, does the British Messiah. Oh, we look forward to that Universal Heavyweight Championship. Next week, the Universal Heavyweight Championship steel cage that we just saw the contract signing for takes place. The Golden Boy versus the British Messiah, one-on-one inside of the steel cage.
Cage match on Gym Wars main event next week. What am I going to do for 6 days?
Also, Tyson Thompson takes on Boyce LeGrand. The bad boy Boyce LeGrand taking on Tyson Thompson. Thompson recently returning right here to APW. Signs on the dotted line himself against an APW legend in LeGrand.
There's two APW bootcamp students going at it next week on Gym Wars, plus this one-on-one contest.
One half of Sue K, Kadin Anthony, takes on former Tough Enough contestant, tumbleweed himself, AJ Kirsch. And that's taking place next week on Gym Wars. Shaping up to be a big, big week.
Yes.
Up next, Sir Samurai against Brian Tannen. It started when the Honor Society had a championship opportunity last time here on Gym Wars, and they come to head inside the APW garage. We are going to take a commercial, come right back to APW Gym Wars.
Are you or your son or daughter celebrating a birthday soon? There's no better way to celebrate a birthday than to throw the birthday person a pro wrestling themed birthday party. We have several packages available, including renting our facility with a customized pro wrestling show. Bring your birthday cake and invite your guests to attend a private pro wrestling birthday party. If you are interested in having All Pro Wrestling be a part of your birthday celebration, give us a call at 510-785-8396 or visit the website at www.allprowrestling.com.
APW faithful, the contract signing has happened, but we've got a lot more action here on APW Gym Wars this week.
This is a match that's been brewing for the last couple of weeks. I'm looking forward to seeing this with Brian Tannen, who's making his way to the ring right now.
Brian Tannen, who uttered the famous lines last week as if he was from that Marty McFly movie. What was it?
Making his way to the ring first, from Hills Valley, California, weighing in at 270 pounds, he is the big man on campus, Brian Tannen.
And Brian Tannen has perhaps bitten off more than he can chew by starting a fight with somebody who has been on a real tear as of late here at APW, and that's Sir Samurai. Samurai has truly had an incredible last few months here at APW.
Yeah, that's fine for Sir Samurai. We're talking about Brian Tannen right now. And all Brian Tannen is trying to do is make a statement against Sir Samurai, someone that's well respected in pro wrestling. Tannen wants that brass ring. He wants that shining golden star.
Well, you have to give it up for him. He calls himself the big man on campus. And sometimes when you get to a campus, you might have to take out one of the bigger studs that are there to make yourself look better. And I think that's what he has done by picking a fight with Sir Samurai.
Sir Samurai, very influential in the career of Brian Tannen so far, getting in that championship match last week. Of course, Brian Tannen decided to go a completely different direction with it.
Well, Sir Samurai is not one to forget, and he has been bringing a real fire to the ring each and every time he steps foot. He wants to be taken seriously as a wrestler, and that is what he has done.
And his opponent making his way to the ring from the Nambuki Kon Dojo, weighing in at 214 pounds. He is the smartest man in professional wrestling, Sir Samurai!
And the APW faithful absolutely love this man. They love the fact that, okay, you know what, I'm going to say it right now. Is he a model? No. Does he have the greatest body on the planet? No. But when he gets inside of the ring, this son of a gun wrestles. And he wrestles better than almost anybody.
Are you kidding me? This guy's a loudmouth. A loudmouth and nothing more. All he wants to do is pound around inside that ring and scream at Brian Tannen because he's jealous of the career that Brian Tannen is about to start.
Matthew Theall, did you actually just call somebody else a loudmouth?
I
can't believe it. I can't believe it. You heard it here on Gym Wars.
He doesn't holler and scream and talk about how this is his ring and how he's the smartest man in professional wrestling. Please. Please.
Legitimate IQ of 160. Genius.
Oh, okay.
Genius.
All right. Show me the documentation right now, and I'll believe you.
I have it on my email and on my podcast at home.
You know what? Brian Tannen is going to dismantle Sir Samurai in this match.
Well, that remains to be seen. One-on-one for the first time in an APW ring. Former tag team partners, the teacher taking on the student here in the garage.
Now, I know, personally, for sure, that Sir Samurai has taught Brian Tannen everything that Samurai knows. But Brian Tannen has more than one teacher. He has those ears open. He's been a listener. All right? He's got the edge in this match.
Here we go, a little bit of smack talk from Brian Tannen. Well, Sir Samurai, who came into APW with little fanfare. People didn't want to take the man seriously. They thought, okay, this guy's been around forever. But he came here to All Pro Wrestling and really made a splash. The story that has been told behind this man is that he came here to be taken seriously. He's gotten in there and he's taken out some big, heavy hitter names in the pro wrestling industry right here on Gym Wars.
Fine, whatever. You want to talk about Sir Samurai? What about Brian Tannen? Brian Tannen was a last-minute replacement in this year's Young Lions Cup, and he has stuck around since then. He has impressed so many people in the small time that he's been here. That he's standing across the ring right now with Sir Samurai, this well-respected man that can keep on going on and on and on and on and on about.
Okay, can you do me a favor? Can you put your I Love Brian Tannen poster down? You're really getting on my nerves.
Look at Brian Tannen. He's a blue chipper. He's a beast. He's the future of professional wrestling.
Okay, well, don't count out the old dog, because the old dog sometimes will bite the young puppy.
It's time for the old dog to move out of the way.
Well, a little nose-to-nose. Sorry, APW faithful, for Matthew and I. We're trying to be professional here. Sometimes you get into what you're seeing, and it's hard to not be biased. I apologize for my part in it.
Well, don't. The bell's rung, the match is on, and they can't wait for Brian Tannen to knock the snot out of Sir Samurai and take this one home in the win column with a victory.
Well, former Honor Society members meeting one-on-one. And, well, there you go. The size advantage is absolutely going to be in the youngster's corner. And shoving Sir Samurai. Oh, and a big slap right to the face.
Look at that face. Look how angry Brian Tannen is right now.
Tannen, and another, back and forth. Both these men just peppering each other with slaps.
But deck him, Brian. Deck him. Deck him.
Tannen maybe going to get the, he has the size advantage. Whoa. Teeter-tottering back and forth, and a knee lift stops it.
There you go. pointed elbow right to the back of the neck.
And who do you think taught him that? Irish whip. Here comes Samurai. Oh, he catches a hold of him. Cannot hip toss him. Samurai with a block. Oh, and nicely done with that leg takeover.
Brian Tannen escaping the ring, taking a moment to himself. Probably going to maybe get some advice from the APW sheep.
And Sir Samurai just looking like he's getting warmed up. That's what's great about this triathlon winner, is that he constantly shows with these second, third, and fourth wins. Anytime you count the man down, he comes out from under and able to get victories. Right. That is what I think some of the APW faithful love the man so much for, is that never say die attitude. Never quit.
Brian Tannen taking full advantage of the count, waiting to come back in. He's going to wrestle this match under his own time.
Oh, and a shoulder tackle to the midsection. And look at, oh, he's going to suplex him to the outside.
All the way to the outside, right down to the concrete floor. You do that, Tannon.
And he's able to block it. Is Sir Samurai perhaps saving himself? Oh, and he drapes the throat of Sir Samurai right across the top rope with that hot shot.
Tannon now back in the ring. Sir Samurai prone on the ground. Tannon has Samurai exactly where he wants him. This is where the real punishment comes down in the match.
Tannon with a brutal forearm right across the back of Sir Samurai. You've got to admire the fire of this young man. He has been impressive in his young career. Goes for a clothesline and takes down Samurai. What a big clothesline. 1, 2. Oh, thought he almost put him out with that.
Brian Tannen, though, slowly stalking his opponent. This is good.
Just methodically picking him up. Okay, can you just hide your enthusiasm for this man?
The strength of Brian Tannen easily lifting Sir Samurai up.
Oh, 2 count. A big slam right in the ring. That 2 count, all he wrote, but you notice that he gripped behind the leg. Obviously taught to him by his teacher. Oh, a big forearm. The big man on campus with an Irish whip. Oh, and a back elbow. Tannon with the cover. The lateral press and did not grip behind the leg.
Brian Tannen taking a moment, though. Slowing down the pace. I don't like this. You gotta stay in the attack, my friend.
Here we go, Irish whip into the turnbuckle. Oh, and here comes a charging Brian Tannen. There you go, and now just kicking away at Sir Samurai.
Yeah, there we go, choking him in the corner. Brian Tannen, ruthless against Sir Samurai.
Brian Tannen trying to send a message to Sir Samurai and the APW Championship Committee that he wants to be noticed. And if he picks up a victory this week on Gym Wars, he will be that, noticed.
Whenever I see Brian Tannen, charging into the corner like that, trying to take the head off of Sir Samurai, I'm reminded of a young Damian Grundy who used to have this huge future ahead of him covered.
That snapmare takeover and got a 2 count again.
But of course, Grundy's made so many poor choices that I had to get rid of him recently. Brian Tannen, though, blue chipper right there. I like this guy. If he can make good choices and continue to make good choices.
Oh, and he's using the ponytail. Using the ponytail to pull Samurai back down to the canvas.
Man, the sky is the limit for this guy.
That's where gravity comes into play, as the back of the head and shoulders landed on the canvas viciously. Nice vertical suplex.
Brian Tannen has been in complete control of this match.
Tannen with a lateral press again. Oh, and a 2 count.
From where I'm sitting, it looks like Sir Samurai barely has any life left in it.
Well, Brian Tannen has really done a number on Sir Samurai. Samurai has been slowed down. The pace is absolutely to the advantage of this young man.
One arm hip toss.
And he did it with authority and a little pose down. Again, a cover from Tannen. 2, and not going to be Samurai without covering and grip binding the leg. Brian Tannen absolutely trying to take apart his mentor, the leader of the Honor Society, who on so many different occasions has won championships in different... Oh, here we go!
He doesn't have the strength for it.
He could not put up the bigger Brian Tannen. And look at Tannen easily lifting Sir Samurai with a running power slam. And that could be all she wrote. Brian Tannen with the cover. 1, 2. Oh, wait a second. Sir Samurai pops that shoulder up.
No, Brian Tannen lifted Sir Samurai up by his hair. He is not done yet, JJ.
Well, my problem, I apologize. Bad vantage point.
He's going for another running power slam.
And that's got to be it.
Whoa.
Sir Samurai able to Get out of there. Here he comes, charging in. Oh, man. Sir Samurai. Oh, there we go. Samurai able to pick up Tannon. Samurai. Here we go. Oh, man, right on the top of his face. Sir Samurai goes for the cover. 2, 3. Sir Samurai gets a big victory over Brian Tannen.
And the winner by pinfall in 6 minutes and 1 second, Sir Samurai!
The Honor Society is over as far as this combination of Brian Tannen and Sir Samurai. On this night, Sir Samurai, the teacher, beats the student.
I'm so disappointed. What happened there? Brian Tannen had this match in the bag.
Well, what happened is that when something gets on a roll and you come running towards it, you get rolled over, and that's just what happened. Sir Samurai has been on a real tear. His rise here in APW, the cream rises to the top, and that's exactly what Sir Samurai has been doing.
He's just proven today that he's nothing more than a butthead, okay? So Samurai is nothing more than a butthead.
Did you call him a butthead?
He's a
Gym
butthead.
Wars? Did you really just call a man a butthead? Well, Brian Tannen, this youngster, don't count him out, APW faithful. What an incredible contest. But just tonight, on this night, he could not beat Sir Samurai.
Brian Tannen making a long walk of shame back to the outside, making sure that the APW faithful know exactly what he feels about them.
There you go. The chant does not lie. 0 and 3. Of course, O being a letter, but it's 0 and 3. 0 wins, 3 losses. Brian Tannen's career not so hot at the moment here on Gym Wars.
It won't be long. It won't be long, JJ.
Well, that's the thing is, the young man has so much fire, it's only a matter of time. It takes 3 seconds for him to pick up a victory, and you just feel like he's on the cusp of it. It just wasn't going to happen tonight. APW faithful, it's getting hot and heavy as the main event, the Worldwide Internet Championship, is on the line. The main event up next, Will Rude takes on 3-time APW Worldwide Internet Champion, wrestling for Sunami Rick Luxury. We'll take a commercial and we will be right back.
Dragon Gate USA and Vendetta Pro Wrestling team up for a huge doubleheader on Friday, January 25th at Lakeview Junior High School, featuring former WWE superstar John Morrison. Doors open at 6 p.m. with tickets as low as $15. Get 2 high-flying, hard-hitting, insane shows for 1 ticket. Get tickets at dgusa.tv or at the Shack in Lompoc, Anytime Fitness in Orchid, Leisure Time Games in the Santa Maria Mall, or Discoteca Miramar.
Do you have what it takes to become a pro wrestler? The APW Bootcamp Training School is accepting applicants for pro wrestlers, managers, valets, and referees. All Pro Wrestling home APW Bootcamp is where future legends are born. For the last 19 years, APW has been the leader in talent development. Top graduates include The Great Khali, Crash Holly, Spike Dudley. For your free brochure, call us at 510-785-8396.
APW faithful, the main event here on Gym Wars. What an incredible week this has been. And it's just going to get all that bigger as Will Rude, a former APW Worldwide Internet Champion, tries once again to get that coveted Purple Championship belt.
Will Rude able to convince the APW Commissioner Larry Blackwell to get him this match. I'm not quite sure exactly what Will Rude has done to deserve another championship opportunity. But hey, if anybody can take that belt off of Rick Luxury, I'll be happy.
Nobody works harder than this young man. Nobody wants it more than this young man. Since graduating from the APW boot camp right here at All Pro Wrestling, he has truly risen here at APW, having already won the Internet Championship on 1 occasion. The thing between Rick Luxury has been brewing, and it's been up and down for the last year. And now we culminate for the Worldwide Internet Championship against this snake in the grass, the 3-time APW Worldwide Internet Champion, Rick Luxury, and of course, with him as always, Marcus Mack.
Marcus Mack put his butt in my face. Did you know that?
I did not know. Was this at a wrestling show?
Yes, it was at a wrestling show. It was right here at All Pro Wrestling.
I knew that. Well, here comes the Worldwide Internet Champion with the coveted APW Worldwide Internet Championship belt that he loves so much. Rick Luxury with the no alternate pink mink, Marcus Mack. You know what? I'm so disgusted. I wanted to believe in Rick Luxury so badly. I wanted so badly to believe in him. He is one hell of a performer, one hell of a wrestler. And he brought so much to the table that I wanted to be able to be there in his corner, right alongside you, APW faithful, only to have the wool pulled over my eyes as well as yours.
Hey, you know what? I know exactly what you're talking about, because the only way to beat Rick Luxury is to beat him at his own game, and that's exactly what the All-Stars did to Pink Mink Inc. for a number of months, all right? Remember that. I don't want you to forget tonight.
I won't forget tonight. I'm sitting here next to you and I smell your perfume. And it's stinky, by the way. Very stinky. Merry Christmas, Grandpa, right? And there you hear for all of the hate that he has elicited right here at the APW Garage. There are still people in the audience that respect his wrestling and still cheer for him. I just don't understand it.
APW faithful, this contest is for the APW Worldwide Internet Championship. This match is scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. Referee for this contest, Toby Reynolds. Introducing first, the challenger from East Palo Alto, California, weighing at 217 pounds. He's a graduate of the APW Boot Camp class of 2010 and a former APW Internet Champion, Will Rude. And his opponent, with his manager, the self-professed greatest mind in all of professional wrestling, the Pink Mink, Marcus Mack, from Sin City, Nevada, weighing at 214.25 pounds. He is the only four-time champion in APW history and the master of the luxury alignment. He is the current and defending APW Worldwide Internet Champion, Wrestling Personified, Rick Luxury.
There you go. The APW faithful absolutely do not like the APW Worldwide Internet Champion, Rick Luxury.
Something in common with the APW sheep?
Well, I'm glad to see that some things don't ever change. And then Matthew Theall still feels the exact same way about Rick Luxury, so we can finally agree on one thing, Matthew.
I cannot wait for Will Rude to kick the crap out of Wrestling Personified Rick Luxury and take that championship away from him and put the title on the line against the Theall Stars so it can come back to where it belongs.
Oh, there we go. And to the outside goes Will Rude and the champion. And Rick Luxury rolls back into the ring, followed up by the challenger.
Rick Luxury running away in fear from Rick Luxury. Will Rude, excuse me.
Marcus Mack on the apron, and Toby Reynolds trying to restore. Hey, wait a second. Rick Luxury is in behind Will. Oh, Will Rude! He's went to that well one too many times. He's seen it happen before. And not to fall for it again. And now driving the head of the champion into the top turnbuckle. Will Rude all over the champion. Look at that, just pummeling him in the center of the ring.
Will Rude needs to be mindful of the referee, though. He doesn't want to find himself disqualified. He won't walk away with the belt.
Will Rude, the real blue chipper right here at APW. Oh, he got a hold of Marcus Mack.
Yeah, punch that guy.
Oh, the big right hand again was Marcus Mack. Oh.
Whoa, luxury alignment from the champion.
All right, by the cover. 1, 2. Oh, he's in the ropes. He was in the ropes, the 3 count.
So Marcus Mack there at the very end shoved Will Rude's foot off the bottom rope.
But he had his foot on the rope. Come on.
And the winner by pinfall, and still the APW Worldwide Internet Champion, Wrestling Personified, Rick Luxury. Luxury.
This has got to be the shortest main event in Gym Wars history.
Well, he's able to sneak away with the APW Worldwide Internet Championship.
Wait. We've got other APW referee Will Cuevas in the ring talking to Toby. Looks like he's on the side of Will Root, saying that his foot was on the bottom rope.
Well, Root, of course, arguing with the referees as they're discussing what just transpired a moment ago.
Oh, wait a minute, what's going on? There's no replay rule. There's no other official comes out and tells Toby what actually happened.
And there you see Marcus Mack on the champion celebrating on the apron in a short fashion, able to steal a victory from Will Root. And Will Root's hopes and...
Oh, we got senior official Sparky Ballard coming out now, too. Come on, guys, we can have this powwow in the back. There's still television time. Maybe we can get another match in.
Well, unfortunately, we do not have the ring mic, so I can't actually hear what is transpiring between Sparky Ballard, Toby Reynolds, and Will Cuevas. Okay, apparently we're going to get our senior official is talking to the ring announcer. We await the word.
By orders of senior official Sparky Ballard, they saw the footage in the back, and Will Root's foot was on the bottom rope. This match will be restarted, and it's for the APW Worldwide Internet Championship.
This is unprecedented. Sparky Ballard comes back out, restarts this thing.
No.
And Rick Luxury being pulled back into the center of the ring. Oh, you were wanting this to happen earlier.
Where does Sparky Ballard get the authority to restart a match? He's not the commissioner of All Pro Wrestling.
Scoop slam by Will Root. Look at you flip-flopping. Oh, that fist drop. A la $1 Million Man. And Will Root now pummeling on the Worldwide Internet Champion.
Will Root locked himself into a second match. Marcus Mack is being escorted out of the arena. I have no idea what's going on.
Mack being ejected right now, and this is as it should be. One-on-one. Will Root and Rick Luxury with the Worldwide Internet Championship on the line. A cover by Root. 1, 2, and a 2 count only.
It's true. I do not like Pink Mink Inc. or Rick Luxury in any way, but this is not fair. This is not fair to the Worldwide Internet Champion.
Here we go. A vertical suplex from Will Root, the blue chipper. Up and over. He held it just a little bit, letting that blood rush to the head of Rick Luxury. And now Will Root goes for a cover. 2. Great behind the leg, but Luxury still with a lot of power.
Will Root awfully frustrated early on in this match. He needs to calm down, and he needs to count his lucky stars to realize that he's in this second opportunity for the championship today on Gym Wars.
Irish whip and a beautiful drop kick, a la Jim Brunzell right on the point of the chin by Will Root. Thankfully, able to get this match restarted after Luxury seemingly stole the victory in the early goings. And look at that, Will Root, the challenger, who has one time had that championship around his waist. Irish whip reversal by Luxury. Clothesline, and down goes Root. And this is where Luxury is at his best.
Luxury very arrogant in the ring, taking a moment to jaw-jack with the fans.
Luxury at the top of his game right now. Rakes the laces of his boots right across the eyes of the challenger. And the champion methodically, he's held that championship for 3 occasions, methodically following around the challenger. That forearm right across the back of the neck. Dangerous, dangerous territory. Snapmare takeover, and look at that Luxury driving that knee right into the back as he reaches back on the head and neck of Will Root.
Remember that Will Root has already suffered a luxury alignment today as well. I mean, the damage to Root's back has already been done.
And look at that, the crowd, the APW faithful in attendance. Absolutely solidly behind Will Root. Oh, and Root gets cut off by Luxury. A little handful of the hair. Toby Reynolds admonishing, Rick Luxury. Goes for the cover. 2. And Root able to kick out again. Oh, look at that. He's choking him right now. And Toby Reynolds not in position.
Rick Luxury put his hands on the referee. I'm not sure of the wisdom of that. But look, he's choking Will Root.
He's choking him while he's having a discussion with Toby Reynolds. That comes down to that experience from this guy. I mean, he just knows every single dirty trick. Utilizes every part of the dirty rule book each time he's in the ring. Oh! A jawbreaker! Drop kick again! That standing drop kick, and he got so much height and caught him right on the butt of the chin. And now Will Rude with a cover. 1, 2.
Only a 2 count. Rick Luxury kicking out once again, saving that championship.
Luxury's got to be seeing stars right now after meeting the top of the head of Will Rude right under his chin. You could bite your tongue. So much damage could be done.
A couple of shots by Will Rude, European uppercut.
And another one nicely done from Will Rude.
3 in a row. Will Rude coming off the ropes.
Up in the air. Oh, and he gets hot-shotted right on the top rope into a cradle by Rick Luxury. Oh, he tried to fool him over, but only got himself a 2 count.
I'm not sure Will Rude kicked out of that one. I think he might have gotten lucky again and just finished the roll.
Well, whatever it be. Will Rude saved himself from being pinned a moment ago.
Luxury getting a little frustrated in there now.
And a mad Rick Luxury is not a very good Rick Luxury. He's been known to have a hot head and lose himself at times.
And remember, Rick Luxury's walking into this as the champion. He can find himself disqualified or counted out once again.
Goes for a cover 2.
And he'll save the championship.
Will Rude able to kick out, but really doesn't look like he has a whole lot left in him. The fire has been extinguished due to the onslaught that Rick Luxury has brought to APW Gym Wars this week. Uh-oh, a nonchalant cover, not going to get it. Rick Luxury picking the challenger back up, telling Toby Reynolds to move out of the way, driving the head of Rude into the corner.
Choking him with the boot and the bottom rope.
And now a little jaw-jacking with the referee, Toby Reynolds. Toby doing a fine job. You have to have eyes in the back of your head to watch Luxury at all times when you're officiating his matches. Irish whip. And here comes a charging avalanche from Will Rude. Rude able to reverse it. Irish whip. Here he comes, another one.
Huge double splashes by Will Rude. Sending Will Rude. Another one, maybe?
No! Toby Reynolds got pulled into the way by Rick Luxury.
Well, Toby, you looked like you might have just wandered into the path of Will Rude.
You clearly saw Rick Luxury grab a hold of the referee and pull him into harm's way.
You're right.
I am?
You're right. How dare Rick Luxury do that?
I mean, you were just flip-flopping all over the place. Make up your darn mind. First you're against him, now you're on his bandwagon, then you're against him. Here comes Rick Luxury. Oh, with a low blow. Beneath the equator, and then plants him with a DDT. Rick Luxury should have went for the cover, rolls to the outside.
Luxury's going to the outside, he's searching for a chair.
And he gets just that. Taking a chair from one of the helpless APW faithful inside the war zone. And now coming back into the ring with that. And where is Toby Reynolds?
He's down, he's out, he's knocked out because of Rick Luxury, who's about to cave in Will Rude's head with that chair.
Well, a little bit of a Babe Ruth special coming up from Wrestling Persona by Rick Luxury. Here he comes. Oh no! Look, Rude able to move out of the way. Sky high. And if Will Rude can make the cover.
No, he's going to go on top. He's going for that frog splash. He wants to end this one decisively.
And if you have seen this maneuver before, it is picture perfect, breathtaking. This young man.
Yeah, Sparky Ballard.
With a beautiful frog splash. 2, 3, we have a new champion. Will Rude, for the second time, is the APW Worldwide Internet Champion, Matthew Theall.
And the winner by pinfall in 7 minutes and 10 seconds, and new APW Worldwide Internet Champion, Will Rude.
You can actually hear the roof on the APW garage being lifted with the crowd's reaction to Will Rude once again regaining the APW Worldwide Internet Championship.
I can't believe it. I cannot believe Will Rude has captured the Internet Championship again. Never in a million years did I believe this would actually happen.
If you listen very, very closely, you can hear the tears falling from the faces of Marcus Mack and Rick Luxury as for the third time he lost the APW Worldwide Internet Championship. He also holds the record for losing it more times than anybody else, just FYI.
Hey, that's true.
I'm full of a lot of those things.
No, that's great.
Will Rude celebrating with the APW faithful the APW Boot Camp graduate, two-time APW Worldwide Internet Champion, and his career is just getting started.
Does he really deserve the championship, though?
He just won the championship. Yes, he does.
Did he deserve to be in this match to begin with? Or was Larry Blackwell playing favorites with people that he trained, huh?
What if he was an APW Theall star?
Hey, every Theall star deserves an opportunity. Hey, Will Rude, don't get comfortable with that thing. Perry Von Vicious and Levi Shapiro are not far away.
And there you see, celebrating with the APW faithful. This young man, they've been right there. They've seen his career. They've seen his career start from the very ground up.
Did you just
right
give
here at
that
APW.
belt to that child? Did he just give away one of the most prestigious championships in pro wrestling and just hand it to a 2-year-old?
He let the young man hold it. Were you not watching what?
He's spitting on the legacy of that belt. I'm disgusted.
You need some deep counseling. Will Rude regains the championship. What an incredible Gym Wars. Thank you so much for Matthew Theall. I'm JJ Purdum. We'll see you next week on APW Gym Wars.